So everyone, what's Poe's law? Who can tell me?
A robot must protect its own existence even if it interferes with the first law?
No, that's obviously Einstein's law of gravity. We need Poe's law. Can someone who isn't mentally deficient tell me the answer? I said someone who isn't mentally deficient.
But I need to go to the bathroom.
Nope, that's Bytes' law of excrement.
Ms. Martin, I'm dead serious.
That's too bad. Should have taken a class in waterbending.
Ew, no. I would've, but that weird kid's in that class.
In order to throw the water in a palm together formation, you must strengthen your mind. It's not the same as just picking up the water, as there is—
God, I wish women's skirts were made of water so I could lift them.
What else is—
That's actually a fair point.
If you don't let me go to the bathroom, I'll just go right here.
Oh God. You know what? Be my guest.
Wait, what the heck? They always fall for that. Damn it, I didn't think this far ahead.
So anyway, can anyone tell me what Poe's law is?
Your Jordans are thick as fuck, Miss Martin.
Excuse me, Prevy. What did you just say to me?
Poe's law.
That's not— well, that's not really that's not how that works.
Wait, Poe's law? That's it.
Wait, what the heck are you doing? Get back into your seat. Curse you, child protection laws. Ugh, whatever. Not worth it. So class, can someone give me a straight definition of Poe's law?
As opposed to an LGBT definition?
You idiots are on my last nerve. One more person clown on me and you all have a 2-hour detention after school, and as an extra punishment, we won't tell your parents where you are. Aline. I hope you know you have detention after class now.
Chill, Miss Martin. I only did it ironically.
What are you talking about?
Aha. Poe's law.
Yup, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got into this situation. Well, it all started with a bald 4-year-old prat named Caillou.
One McDonald's. Burger yummy.
Burger and fries coming right up. Here you go. Enjoy your food.
Thank you, sir. If window.open equals true and down left mouse, window function close. Wow, OS looked very good. Oh, forgot burger there. Very good and tasty. Uh-oh. Tummy hurt. Can't code when tummy hurt. Breakover? Oh no, now can't go toilet. Oh well.
Oh, hello there, Caillou. What have you been up to this break?
Been programming on operating system. Very fun.
Wow, an operating system. Like Windows.
Yeah. We'll bring to show and tell.
That's impressive. Good luck with today's show and tell. I don't want to keep you for too long, so I'll let you get back to your lesson. Have a great afternoon, Caillou.
You too, miss.
Caillou. Where the hell is Caillou this time? I'm seriously considering revoking his library pass.
Here, Miss Martin.
Late. Again. God, I wish this was middle school so I could give you detention. Oh yeah, wait, this is Europe. Middle schools don't exist. Oh, excuse me class, I'm getting a call. Yeah?
Hello, Ms. Martin. Could you come to the office? It's to do with—
Please don't fire me.
What? I'm not.
I'm an amazing and perfectly capable teacher. If I lose my job, all the students will miss me so.
Ms. Martin, can I go to the bathroom?
Kill yourself.
No, this is about our international school program.
Huh? Oh, right, that thing you told me about. Coming.
Yeah. Thanks. Good grief, what's happened to her this past month? She never used to be like this.
Jean, I have a few questions about this program.
Remind me in a few. I have a meeting scheduled as of now.
Got it.
Phew, I'm here.
Hello, Ms. Martin. Do you have the documents?
They're in my bag. Should I go get those?
No, it's fine. Just make sure you have them in the first place. So, as you know, you were one of the teachers who got chosen for the international tutoring program, which means you'll be moved to our United States facility for around 2 months.
Dimmy had better behave while we're there.
I am sure he will.
So I guess I'll have to pack my things and move there, huh? Should I get started with that today?
Yes, And make sure you have all of your school supplies because with our current budget I don't think we'd be able to get many more. We blew most of it on this program.
This is pretty serious, huh? Okay, I'll get my stuff ready after the school day.
Thank you for your time.
That's what I thought. People with autism will always be more low functioning than you people with Asperger's. We will always be number one.
Good for you, I guess.
Class, shut up or I'll put you in ICAS.
Ms. Martin, isn't it true that autistic people are lower functioning than people with Asperger's?
I don't know, Google it or something. What do I look like, a teacher?
Fine. What? Asperger's is an outdated diagnosis, and is now considered part of the autism spectrum? God damn it, Callum, you'll never be more autistic than me. Yeah, exactly, smartass.
Christian Chandler, please stop whining for 5 seconds. I need to take the remaining register.
What do you have against people with autism, huh?
A lot of things, but that has nothing to do with having to take the register. I despise you all equally, so shut up and listen to the register, you actual white noise generator.
Fine. But you'll regret it when I write you in my wonderful webcomic, Ironic You, as the next villain.
The side of me who gives a rat's ass. Raise your hand. Huh. Guess she's not present. Anyway, Justin Dabledick.
Here, miss.
David, stop drinking, and Kaylee, will you please stop fidgeting? You're not four, for God's sake.
I do am 4?
Don't talk back to me. God, this class is a nightmare. Abdul.
Sup.
My daughter has been complaining to me that her teacher insults her and calls her, quote, fattest to her face all the time while lessons are happening.
Oh dear, I'm deeply sorry about this. I think I know which teacher you may be talking about, but just in case, can you give me his or her last name?
It's Martin, I believe.
She has ginger hair and pale skin.
Figures. Don't worry, we're working on finding replacement teachers, including for her. She should have a substitute for around 2 months by tomorrow. Until then, I'm going to speak to Ms. Martin about this. Thank you for bringing this to my attention.
Thank you.
I hope she gets grounded.
Honey, when we get home we're going to have a talk about those Go Aminate videos as well. They've warped your view on reality.
You're just a bad user. Your first punishment will be to wear a nappy.
Geez, what's happened to everyone these past few weeks? Ever since Ms. Martin had her son, everyone's been acting so strange.
Alright, Denny, we're going home.
Please cook some chips and beans when we get home. It's one of those days.
It's all in your head, Anne. It's all in your head.
Why do you do this? Every time I try to talk to you, you take schizophrenia pills until I become unintelligible. What is wrong with you?
Phew, that's better.
Mom and Dad meanies. And tummy hurt. Day bad. Must code to forget. Tummy starting to hurt real bad. I going to have diarrhea. Ah. Oh no.
Wait. Don't eat the burger.
A bit late for that, dude. Lunch ended about 6 hours or so ago. Wait, what the hell? How did I say that?
No, damn it. How is this happening?
Wait, Ronald McDonald? Is that you? How can you hear me?
You have a mic connected to your computer, don't you?
Well, mine's built in, but yeah.
I had to transfer my soul into kids' computers to get them to stop eating the new Big Mac. Its ingredients cause this weird disease and I'm not sure why it happens, but it causes children's minds to mutate.
How the heck do you know what kids ate your burger?
Hello? I'm Ronald McDonald. I know everything.
Oh, I see.
But the burger was what made you say that. I need to change the recipe, but I'm not sure what to change it to. Well, I'm sorry I wasn't able to warn you in time. See?
Wait, before you go.
Yes?
I actually have 2 questions. My first being, how did you transfer yourself into the computer? Can you do that to me too?
I don't think that'd be wise.
My second is, can you please take me with you?
Huh?
My parents are absolute dickwads to me. They punish me and beat me. All I want is an escape. Could you maybe transfer me into the computer so I can be rid of them for good?
I don't want to be responsible for the disappearance of a child, but if you're being abused, I don't suppose I can't intervene. Or
right, sure. Hold tab on your keyboard and I'll do the rest.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Right everyone, You're here because we've selected you to take part in our international education program. Our school is branching out to other Afirmac-owned schools around the world to improve the quality of our education and provide both the teachers and the students with new experiences. The program will last 2 months, after which you will go back to teaching just as before. For some of you, it will be an opportunity to improve your understanding of teaching methods. For others, it will improve your approach to teaching. Some of this school's teachers, those being you, are moving to the United States to be a tutor to middle school students. You've all prepared and packed for this, I assume, and the program has set up the hotel bookings and timetables. Does anyone have any questions so far?
All right. Will the lessons be on rotation too, or is it just regions?
Don't worry, lessons aren't on rotation. You'll be teaching the same class for those 2 months unless something serious happens.
Oh, thank goodness.
So if everyone could make their way to...
Ms. Davis to the reception desk, please. Ms. Davis to the reception desk, please.
I'm sorry, I'm getting called to reception. You all know where to go, around behind the gymnasium to the tour bus. And Ms. Martin, if I find out you've made us look like complete idiots, so help me God, I will fire you on the spot. Thank you for your time, everybody. What does the reception desk need me for?
Miss Davis, it's the mother of Caillou Anderson. She has something important to tell you.
Hello. Is this Miss Anderson?
Yes. I'm calling to inform you that my son won't be able to come to school for a while.
Oh dear, why's that?
He disappeared. Last night I tried to tell him to get to bed, but when I opened the door he wasn't in his room. We tried looking for him all throughout the house, but he was nowhere to be found.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. Don't worry, Miss Anderson. We'll mark Caillou down as can't come and he won't get any points deducted from his attendance.
Thank you so much, and sorry for the inconvenience.
Thank you for letting us know, and I hope you find your son soon. Goodbye.
Thanks. Goodbye.
Caillou disappeared. This is terrible. I'll see if anyone at school has seen him.
Hey students. I'm Ms. Martin, your new teacher. You think you're funny, you little cunt. Anyway, today we're gonna learn about European countries and their culture.
Europe? Is that, like, in America?
What? Are you serious?
Sounds Canadian to me.
I'm sorry, did I walk into the special ed class? My mistake. How do you not know what Europe is?
No one told us about it. So go on, tell us what it is.
It's a continent in the central parts of the universal world map. It's home to a country called Deutsch England, one of the most technologically advanced countries in the world. Any questions so far? Oh God, everyone.
There are continents outside of America?
I thought the center of the world was Kansas.
They must be aliens or something.
We do have Scottish people, close enough. Anyway, let's get on with the lesson. I was going to start by getting you all to name European countries because it's part of the lesson, but seeing as no one in this class has heard of Europe, instead I'm going to get you all to name them because I want to hear your answers out of morbid curiosity. Go ahead and name some.
Miss Martin?
Yes, that is my name.
No, that's my answer.
Dumbass, I said European countries, not European people.
I know.
Then give me a proper. You son of a bitch, I'm not fat. What?
Sorry for calling you so early, but when was the most recent time you saw Caillou?
How you can suck my balls.
Talk to me like that again and you're gone.
Sorry, our class is getting me heated. What was that about Caillou?
Caillou has disappeared and we want to know from the teachers that last saw him where they last saw him.
I think I might have seen Caillou in the playground yesterday when everyone was going home. Other than that, I think that's about it.
Oh dear. Well, thanks anyway. See you soon.
Right. Anyway, European countries. I'll show you a map of Europe in case you people aren't fucking with me and you genuinely don't know what it is. See that continent in purple? That's Europe.
Oh, I get it. And the one to the right of it is Jupiter, isn't it?
Okay, I refuse to believe there is a single education system that doesn't teach children about continents outside of North America. That'd be ridiculous.
Margaret Thatcher's dead.
What are you doing in here?
Ding dong, the wicked bitch is dead.
Are you sure this is the right thing to do, Caillou? Everyone back there is probably really worried about you.
Fuck them. They blew their chance when they started abusing me. To be honest, they can worry their heads off for all I care. That's nothing compared to what I've been through.
Are you sure? There's no one you might have been even remotely comfortable around?
Nope. Not one. Okay, well, maybe two. I have a girlfriend called Dora. I guess it wouldn't hurt to let her know.
Who's the other one?
I knew a teacher called Miss Davis. She was really nice to me and she supported my projects and endeavors. Yet unlike Dora, it would hurt to tell her where I am. A lot. Because I know she'll notify the school and then the school will notify my parents, and then the cycle of abuse will happen all over again. Trust me, you do not want to know what they did to me in that house.
If you say so. I guess that means it's my duty to protect you now, which won't be hard considering I'm Ronald McDonald. What are you going to do now that you're in the cyberspace?
I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to follow my dreams.
And those are?
I've always wanted to work on my own operating system. Now that I live in the cyberspace, I can finally work full-time on my OS, the one and only Caillou OS.